Making a Masterpiece 5. Came to the right place. Hope you guys are all enjoying it as I go through this. It's pretty wild, you know, as I slowly but surely. Oh God, this isn't working right. Here we go. Now this is the part where I like to go a little bit more vertical with it, so I can do a little bit, some different techniques, and start really kind of punching it up. I just find that I have a better view of it when I do it this way. So let's see how this goes. But we want to see, what do I want? I probably have to punch it up with some black. Hey, sweetie? You love my paintings, don't you, my sweetheart? My little dog's with me right now. Bella, her name is Bella Lupita. If you saw any of my other videos of me traveling lately, you would have seen her chasing chickens and... Where are you, sweetie? Come to papa. And being cute, all sorts of cute. What else is she doing? Chasing chickens. She was walking with me when I was in the Guatemala Mall. Super fun. It was, it was my kind of place to be, I'll try to keep looking at you guys while I'm speaking, but sometimes I get lost in the work and making this pop, But, just going to be patient with it. I like the black. Black really makes it pop. You never know what you're going to do, though. You might put a little black here, a little black here. People think, what are you doing putting black here and there, black there? Black here. Maybe a little black down here. Oh, I just like to mix it up a bit, I guess. Maybe a little black here. That's fine. Little black watches that will never gonna hurt nobody. I've been listening to a lot of band lately. It's like an old Spanish band called El Chaval. And El Chaval is what means the kid in Spanish. But there's a really good song called that I really like. It's called Donde Están Esos Amigos? Donde Están Esos Amigos? You should check it out. But basically what the song's about is he's singing about how when he was big and famous and he had all this money and stuff, he had all the friends in the world. All the friends you could get. But as soon as he hit a rough spot and lost all his money, he only had one friend left smiling with him. And it's really just about how when you're hot and you're on top of the world, everybody's your friend. Or another thing too is when you die, everybody's your friend too. Do you know what I mean? But it just talked to, so I was over in, quick story, I was over in Guatemala. Let's get on this face here. I was in a city called Livingstone. And Livingstone is like this, it's like this sleepy beach town. And, everybody kind of goes at their own pace. And I didn't even know what I was talking about. Everybody kind of goes at their own pace. And I was checking out a lot of the local spots, a lot of the local bars, right? And one of the local bars I went to was called, I believe it was called Casa de la Loco, or the House of the Crazy. And this particular song by El Chaval, the kid, they would, the crazy thing about this place is, it was 25 quetzals for 3 beers. So just to put that into context for you, so it's So 5 quetzals is $1 Canadian. So it would be like 70 cents American. So essentially for 3 beers, it was like $6, which is wild to say the least. And so, anyways, we're hanging out in this bar, and obviously I'm drinking a lot of beers because when you're drinking, when you got, when you're drinking $2 beers, man, and plus I'm people are calling me, Paula started calling me Santa Claus because I just kept on, I was generous with my beers to say the least, and so, and they kept on playing, certain songs kept coming on, but this particular song, Donde Están Esos Amigos, and everybody you could tell everybody was feeling this song because it's so true. When you're up and you're big and you're hot and you're the coolest thing on the planet, it's super easy to have friends. But when you're down and out and nobody, and even though I've seen it so many times, when everybody's your friend, everybody's there for you when you're hot. But as soon as you're broke or you don't have no money or you have something go against you really quickly, it's done. And so in this bar, the whole bar, when this song came on, people would get up, they would dance, and everybody knew every lyric to this song because the song's so true. Where and donde están esos amigos? Where did they go? Basically, where did my friends go? That's what that means. So, and when you listen to the song, it's so forlorn. It's such a wonderful song, and so I know a lot of my people here aren't necessarily speaking Spanish. But even for a non-Spanish speaking person, this song's amazing. It's by El Chaval, which means the kid in Spanish, and the song is called Donde Están Esos Amigos? Where are my friends? Where are my friends? I can't recommend it enough. Let's see here. What color I'm gonna go with next? Got some black in there. I think I'm gonna go some more red. But yeah, and then I just remember everybody dancing to the song and just loving the song, really. It's like one of those, just a very loved song. And I believe and I think he's got a couple other big tracks too that are very popular. And I just really enjoyed, and that's really my number one thing too when I'm traveling and stuff. I love listening to the new music. I love hearing all the different music that I've never had the pleasure of hearing. My true passion in life, and I love music, and I've loved music for a long time. But one of my big passions is the fact that is music. And it doesn't matter what kind of music it is, because I just love music in general. And once I find some sort of once I find like a new band or music I like, I really love to spread the word and talk to my people about it. So if you guys don't know who this guy is, I implore you to check him out. You can see the beauty of this. You can just start seeing this piece starting to talk to me, Like, what would this piece say to me? He'd probably say to me, Matt, you're fucking crazy. And you know what? I guess I am a little crazy because, a lot of the things I've done in my life, people would think I'm crazy, Who leaves a career of 25 years to become a YouTuber or a painter or themselves? You know what I mean? Who does that? It seems kind of crazy to me. Like, why would anybody want to do that? I don't know. I guess my question is, why wouldn't you want to do that? How does it feel to wake up every single morning doing something you don't want to do, making people billions of dollars while you make thousands of dollars? I don't know. I'm not here to judge. At the end of the day, everybody's got their reasons, and that's the other thing. Everybody's got their reasons, and I understand that. Now, I'm not saying to give up your full-time job, but what I am saying is don't be afraid of a side hustle. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there and give yourself a chance. Don't be afraid to have people think you're crazy. Because honestly, it's the crazy people that have all the goddamn fun. You know what I mean? The crazies. People like me. Locals. That's why I like the House of the Locals. Huh? Casa de la Loco. I think it was Casa de la Loco. And if you ever go to Livingston, Guatemala, you must go to Casa de la Loco. Let's see here. What do I want next? What color do I want next? Do I want green? No. Hey, sweetie. Siéntate. Siéntate. Good girl. Come. What color should Papa do next? See, this is my baby. Oh, where are you? There we go. This is my baby. This is Bella Lupita. She's my favorite thing in the world. Let's say hello. Hi, everybody. My name's Bella Lupita. I'm just watching my Papa paint. Oh, really? You have to go for a poo-poo? You have to go for a poo-poo? Anyways, let's keep this going. Now I like to do a little dripping, I think. I wonder if you can see this. Maybe not. That's fine. I'll show you afterwards. But I'm going to drip a little. I want to do a little bit of a drip on here. So let's go back. I like to do a little, just to give it a little bit of kind of feel. Oh, it's funny. I'm not sure if you noticed the shirt that I'm wearing, but I am wearing a Sandlot shirt. And I bought this shirt when I was in New York many years ago. I was walking down the street in Brooklyn, and I think it was in Clinton Hill or near there. And I walked by a secondhand place, and I saw this shirt. It's let's see, it's an RSVLT shirt. RSVLT, Roosevelt shirt, I guess. But as soon as I saw it, I mean, I just remember having such a fond memory of the movie Sandlot. When I was a kid, I went with my friends, Christy and Lacey and Ryan, and a bunch of us went together. And it was just I have such a fond memory of the actual film, The Sandlot. You know, the big dog and you know, and the classic line was, what is it? You're killing me. What is it? You're killing me, Smalls. Right? And anyway, so I bought this shirt, and I'm telling you, everywhere I went, when I was in Brooklyn, when I was in Toronto, when I was anywhere in an English-speaking country, everybody loves this shirt. Pretty much anybody that's near my age group grew up with the movie called The Sandlot, and everybody compliments it. So here it is. You could see. Let me just do this so you can actually see what I'm doing here. But you could kind of see. You can see the. There we go. You could see that I got you know, I got like, there's hot dogs. There's a guy. There's the picking his shot. What's his name? The fat kid picking his shot. S'mores. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. And yeah, it was a really great movie I watched in Regina, Saskatchewan. Let's see here. What else do I want? Maybe I'll do some black. Yeah, I'll do some black. And you could start see this painting. Really start seeing this painting come to life. You know, that's the beauty of when you're going and you're doing something. You know, I like to do a little dripping, a little dripping. I like to have a bunch of different textures when I'm painting, so that it starts to build up. Like I said, like a second skin almost. So I really like that feel to it. I want it to almost have, you feel like you can reach out and touch it, you know? Now, it's probably not the smartest thing to do with paint, but that's fine. We can always get more paint. You know, this is as I make my masterpieces, this is one of many, but I really want to encourage people when you're doing stuff like this, you can't be afraid to experiment and do things differently. And everybody's kind of got their own technique. And don't be afraid. That's all I'm saying is just don't be afraid to make a mistake. You know, how many times do you think I've made a painting and I'm like, oh God, I fucked this painting up bad. You know what I mean? But really, it's so easy to correct things. And not even that. You don't even know if that's the thing with life. And it reminds me of a story. It reminds me of a story. You think you made a big mistake, and then you realize that you didn't make a mistake. The story I'm reminded of is the old man and the horse. Basically, what happens is there's an old man in the city. There's an old man in the city, and he's got the most beautiful horse in the whole city. And all the townspeople tell this man with the most beautiful horse in town. They said, "You better get rid of this horse because somebody's going to steal the horse. You're not going to get anything for it. So maybe you should go talk to the king and see if the king wants to buy your horse. And if the king buys your horse, then you're good. You don't have to worry about it. You have all this money, and you don't have to worry about taking care of the horse. You don't have to worry about it getting stolen." And the old man said, "No, no, no. I'm not selling the horse. Horse ain't for sale." So the next day, the old man wakes up and his horse is gone. And all the townspeople come to the old man. They're like, "Oh my God, I can't believe the horse is gone." They're like, "That's such bad luck." He's like, "What are you going to do? Your horse is gone." They're like, "That's such..." And then the old man said, "Good or bad, who's to say?" So the very next day, the horse comes back from out of the forest, and he's got 100 other stallions coming with them. This horse went out into the wild and found a whole bunch of wild horses and brought the wild horses back to the old man. And all the townspeople came over to the old man and said, "Oh my God, you're so lucky. Can you believe the horse came back with all these other horses? You're so lucky." And the old man said, "Good or bad, who's to say?" The very next day, his son was breaking in the horses. And his son gets bucked off one of the horses and breaks his leg. And all the townspeople come over and say, "Oh my God, can you believe your son just broke his leg? That's such terrible luck. I cannot, this is horrible." And the old man said, "Good or bad, who's to say?" And all the townspeople just looked at him. And the very next day, the army came. And the army came because there was a war that was starting up. So the army came to collect all the young men to join the army so they could go off and fight this war. But they didn't take the old man's son because he had a broken leg. And because he had a broken leg, they didn't want him he wasn't fit for service. And all the townspeople came over to the old man and said, "Oh my God, your son didn't have to go into the army, didn't have to go to the war. You're so lucky. Can you believe it?" And the old man said, "Good or bad, who's to say?" And that's life. I mean, that is a story of life if ever there's been a story of life. Because you just don't know. You don't know if something's good. You don't know if it's bad. And it's only going to be hindsight that's going to help you. That's going to help you really understand that. And that's why I love that story. And I just encourage everybody to really think about the really good things that have ever happened to you. And think about the things you wished could have happened to you. And if they would have happened for you, it would probably have been the worst thing in the world. But think about how many things that you could have come true, and how you look back on it, it's like, oh God, thank goodness that never came true. And that's the thing with life. You could win the lottery, or you could break your leg, or you could get robbed in the Guatemala City or whatever, or you could have what you think, or you could have your girlfriend cheat on you, or your boyfriend cheat on you, or you could lose a loved one. And it's not until you've had some time to live with it and some time to really pass that you can truly say whether something is good or bad. And that's why I love that story. Wow. So yeah, this is a nice little trek I'm taking here. This is looking really fucking beautiful. Yeah, I'm liking this. So this is where I'm gonna, let's see here. Now I think I might go, I'm gonna have to wash. Let's see here. Let's take a look at this. Ready? So here we go. It's gonna be hard to look at it because I'm on an angle here. Okay, no, you can't really tell. That's the best as you're gonna see it. When it dries up a bit, I'm going to, maybe I could do this. Oh no, maybe I can I do this? Oh, maybe I can do this. Here we go. There we go. So this is what it's starting to look like now. And if you've been here on this journey with me, you can start seeing this is really, you can see how it's starting to pop. I know you guys probably didn't think I had it in me, but you can see how beautiful that's starting to look. That is a thing of beauty. And I'll do another take of it. I'll do another take of it later. But I'm going to wrap up the video here. This is my 5th video of making a masterpiece. And just one of the things I want to leave with you is, like I said, as you go through life and you have these challenges, good or bad, don't ever forget. Don't forget, good or bad, who's to say? Because you never know if something truly is good or something truly is bad. That being said, look out for the next video. I'm going to continue creating this masterpiece. I'm Matt Ross. I'm the Unknown Wolf. Please come with me on this journey. Not only through making these paintings, but also on my YouTube journey and my journey to discover myself. And come with me. And I hope that I can inspire some of you to do the same thing. I love doing this. I love painting, and I want you all on this journey. Tell all your friends. I know I've never asked for this, but I would love if you could just subscribe and follow the journey. I would appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thanks for being on this journey, and I look forward to seeing you next time.